So how do we find out? Yes, Tegan, we're live, baby. So if you want to be in the picture, come in. Okay, we have got some technical difficulties, so we're going to have to change some things around here. I'm trying to get people into this room. Hello from Southern Indiana. Tom Wells, hello. If you will bear with us just for a minute, we are trying to link this live with
the other one that we messed up.
Correct.
Whoa, what did you do? Maybe they're both live now.
No, not yet.
No, that's this one right here. All right, everybody be patient, please. Yes. 9. C8. You can go ahead and talk to them while I'm trying to get things handled here.
Okay.
Jessie.
So what had happened? What's going on is we tried to set up a live, and our internet is terrible, and for whatever reason, it won't go through now. It's saying we have to have it encoded or whatnot. So we're trying to set up a new one and let the old one know that we jacked the first one up. It's the story of our lives. So, and we just been hanging out, the rain. So we just and eating Starburst jelly beans. It's like crack that only comes out at Easter time.
So we are trying to get in this room, and we do see we have this little setup is not working like we had hoped. But we see hello from Southern Indiana, Tom Wells, Citystead's here, Shoestring Homestead.
Almost Homestead.
Go ahead and do that.
And Mimsey's Garden, Anna. Oh, she's from Mississippi. My brother lives down in Biloxi, just outside of Biloxi. Papa Truck Prep Stetter, That Everyday Kira, and Tom Wells.
These things happen.
Yes, they do, especially these two. And Farm Alarm is here. Oh, she found her way.
Good. I noticed Farm Alarm U in the 1870s, and a couple of others were in the other room, and we're trying to get that handled.
Oh, she's 2 hours.
I think my brother, you said 2 hours from Biloxi. My brother is in Van Cleve, I believe, is where he lives at. And then Houston. We were real close to Houston at the Mother Earth News Fair. We actually wanted to go to Houston, and we saw how far away it was. And we're like, there's no way we can drive there and back. So he's trying now.
Okay. Maybe we can read from there now.
Yay!
All right. Whew.
That was drama.
It was drama. Everything was going well, and then all of a sudden they said it couldn't reach our encoder and stuff. But anyway, want to thank everybody for making it here. Hopefully everybody's made it from the other live. And anyway, once again, here we are. Our Our little 2 o'clock live special.
That is correct.
Who else is in here? Mimsy's Garden, Anna.
Right, she's the one
Okay.
in Mississippi.
Okay.
Farm Alarm's in here. The City Stead.
Right, the City Stead, and then Almost Homestead. Kathy Ann is from Houston.
Tom Wills.
Right.
So, we'll give it a couple more. Well, it's 2:03. We'll give it a couple more minutes. Let everybody say hey to each other, and we will carry on with what it is that we intended to talk about. And you know what? In the title, yeah, we're YouTubers. We're still figuring this out.
Right, and for those of y'all that aren't YouTubers or homesteaders, this chat that's going down the side, a bulk of those people are homesteaders, and they do have YouTube channels. If there's something that, usually a lot of it can be found in their titles.
Yeah, most of these
lots
are
of YouTubers down the side here in the chat. So if y'all see somebody y'all are interested in, you can check them out as well.
Yeah, on the right-hand side of their chat, you can push the 3 little dots there, and it'll take you to, you push it, and then you can just go to their page and check them out. So, anyway, David McDowell, hello.
So
I guess we can get started. Salubrious Farmstead, Central Texas. We were just there. Had a great time.
So far, Texas is representing
Yes.
around here.
Yes. Where is everybody from? I know Almost Homestead. They're in Washington. Where's everybody from?
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
We know where that's at.
Missouri.
Pensacola. Oh, I bet he's nice and warm.
Yeah.
Oklahoma.
Tulsa. I used to live in Tulsa.
The Mitten. The City Stead.
Of course.
Another Texas. Florida. Florida's coming in deep. They're coming in hot. Well, we're in Arkansas.
For those that don't know, Central Arkansas, just south of Little Rock.
So we live where, if you don't like the weather, just wait.
Yeah, it'll change. So what we've got is we've got our camera there, but we're trying to follow the chat down here because it's a little closer. So try to look at y'all, but also trying to follow chat. It's snowing in Missouri.
I've seen that a lot.
Yeah,
a lot of people in Missouri, and even just north of us are getting snow. My boss. Yeah, move his bowl. Our dog is eating, and it's driving us crazy. Yep. Kira said they got snow overnight. My boss is actually in the northern part of the state with her dad, and she is worried that she won't be able to make it back.
Mm.
So, because we normally get ice here in the great state of Arkansas, even if it snows an hour later, it is going to be ice.
The everyday Kira says we get snow overnight.
Mm-hmm.
72 degrees under tornado watch. Yuck. Boy, we're coming into that season, aren't we? I hate this time of year. It's a little sketchy.
We usually run into tornado season here. We'll run into it from March to probably May, and then it'll turn around again towards the end of the year. We'll come back into.
Karen's here.
Hey, kicking it with Karen. Beyond sauerkraut.
Yes. Oh, speaking of which, Tegan, where's our sauerkraut? We just made our first. That's one. We might as well start talking about some of our first.
This year in 2019, we have done a lot of things that we have never done before. And since Kicking It with Karen is here, we'll go ahead and hit sauerkraut.
84 degrees.
I'm going there, wherever that's at. I'm going.
38 and sunny.
But sauerkraut was one of the first things that we started looking into this year, and we made it. And we actually did go to Kicking It with Karen's channel to learn how to make this. We started it about a week ago, so.
Yeah, we hope we're doing it right. We don't exactly know.
Mike is going to try it in week 2 because my cooking hasn't killed him yet. So, so this is our first batch of sauerkraut. We hope that turns out. It's actually more fun than it should be beating on it. and getting it all the water to come through.
Oh, I missed the mess hall. Hey, mess hall.
But anyway, so we're gonna try this. Hopefully it doesn't kill Mike. If it does, we might do a video on how he did it. If it does kill him, we probably won't be on YouTube anymore because I don't know how to edit videos. Here. And then something else that we have done this year that we haven't ever done before is
the booch.
The booch. Mike's been hollering at me all day. He's like, "You're not saying it right."
That's all right. Josh is in here from the city stead. He says it. He's got the kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
I walk around all the time saying kombucha and alpaca poo just for the city stead because I think he says kombucha more than I say alpaca poo.
Oh yeah, we got some. Oh, that okay. 1870s. I'm glad you made it. We had some technical difficulties in the other room. But
Kira's what are you doing?
I got it.
That everyday Kira, she's making kombucha as well.
Yes, and no, that was
yes. The city said I think either way is good. I just say it. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Booch hooch, kombucha.
No.
Whatever. I think Tegan's going to go get our first batch of kombucha.
Yep.
Kombucha.
I'm looking forward to that. We've tried. Some of y'all saw that we tried it. If you followed us on Instagram, we tried it in Texas for our first time. That was called the Buddha's Brew, and they did. I mean, it was good. I liked it.
Yeah, all that was brewed in Texas.
Right, and so. And we see it, of course, we see it all over the place. Everybody's making it, it seems like. So we wanted to give it a try.
Almost Homestead. He said, "Are we going to try to flavor your booch?"
Yes.
We think we are. We think we don't have any like health food or anything stores around here where we can get 100% juice without the preservatives and stuff. And we actually went to Daddy Curbs' channel and watched his video on kombucha, and he adds juice to his. So we think that we might try almost pureeing like peaches or something and putting that in there to flavor it. Look, this is it.
I was so scared I was going to drop it while taking it over here. I was like, I'm going to drop this and they're going to be mad.
There's our SCOBY. I guess everything's going so far so good. We just started that a couple days ago, though. So we started on Tuesday, was it?
Yes, Tuesday. In case y'all haven't noticed, we're ginger. He said try ginger.
Oh, okay. Actually, you just got some ginger.
I did buy some ginger, yes. But the reason we're doing all this stuff is because it's raining so much. That's why we're bad YouTubers, because it's raining, and so we're just I have done so much. The chicken house build. I've been working on it, and we spread more hay for another Ruth Stout area. We've done a lot of stuff and haven't turned on the camera once. So we're we don't have a video ready or anything. Mm-hmm. Tasted like alcohol. Farm Alarm is correct, because we were drinking. We had a guy bring some into work, and he's like, "Jessie, have you ever tried this?" And I said, "No." And so he's sitting there, and he comes and he says, "I am dizzy." I said, "What is wrong?" He said, "I don't know." He said, "I'm drinking this drink." And he had drank like 3/4 of the whole thing. And he is like 0 alcohol in his life at all. And he said, "I feel like I'm drunk." So we got to reading it. And it does, because it's fermented. It can give you the feeling of being drunk.
Smells like vinegar.
Yeah. I think I might just take it to work and drink it anyway. I mean, I can't think of a better place to be getting tanked up and work.
Videos on second fermentation flavor combinations.
Yeah, me either, Farm Alarm. I don't really drink that much.
Oh, Stony Creek's in here.
Hey, Bill. And then we've got Tim and Amy's homestead is here.
Thanks,
how old are our kids? This one here that's standing here, this is our youngest. This is Tegan. She is 12. And then our other one is hiding in her room. She's 17. When she comes out, you'll see her. But don't expect too
She'll
much.
be 18 in 2 months, right? What is this, March? Yeah, so.
Walked your property. And then my dog is here. He's only 3 years old. He's a sweet baby. Broadleaf.
No, I haven't. Mess all. Now we did know about dandelion. That's packed full of vitamin C. But no, flat plantain or broadleaf, no.
Do we even have that?
I haven't looked for it. I don't know.
Oh, well, you can do that. If we do it, we better do it before the snakes come out.
Cooking with care and beyond sauerkraut says flavor your kombucha.
You're right.
Kombucha.
Yeah, it smells bad now, so I'll have to put something in it, make it taste better.
Right.
Okay, I think they're talking.
She
to
just
you.
swore into the Navy last week.
Oh.
So she's the same age as Keelan.
Right. Our youngest wants to join the Navy.
Yeah, she is intent on being in the Navy and then the FBI, and she is bound and determined to live at Quantico.
She's gonna leave us
At 12, she's
At
ready.
12.
She's ready to go. Will you handle him, please?
do something with your dog.
Let's go out, Percy.
But so another first that we have done this year is quail.
Yep. And Tegan here in a minute will show our quail we have. What are we down to, Tegan?
I think
78 maybe. We've lost
I have
a few.
38 in there, 20 and 20, so that's 40.
78. So yeah, we've got 78 quail. We're down to 78. A few have passed, which is to be expected. But that's a big thing for us as
Right.
well.
We have never, outside of chickens, we have never really had any kind of bird or anything.
Well,
We've always done just like the normal chickens and goats and this and that.
Right, we had we did have guineas for a minute.
Oh, a short minute. Those things are rough. And this is one of our little baby
Hold it
quails.
up to the.
Isn't it cute?
So we've got a bunch of those.
And David McDowell, he says, got to go see you and like your YouTubes. A lot of YouTubers here,
Yep.
David. A lot of good YouTubers as well. Everybody kind of does.
Yes, they are loud, Kara.
Everybody does a different thing. Actually, like Everyday Kira, she does
She's got a like the urban,
Right.
starting up. She just got her first chickens. Congratulations on that, Kira. I don't
Yeah.
think I ever said that on your channel or Instagram or anything.
right, and she just got her first chickens.
Yeah.
That's the gateway drug to homesteaders everywhere.
Yep. Citystead, Josh is planting in his greenhouse and everything.
PG Nano Farms, they're good egg layers, though. In about 6 weeks, they'll start laying.
Well, look at you getting all up in our YouTube chat and answering questions.
Yep.
Yes, it's a great community, but I mean, everybody over here is just good at something unique. I mean, everybody's got their own thing going.
Right.
1870s, she's like channeling her inner Joanna Gaines and remodeling her house.
Right.
We think she's better than Joanna, though, but don't say we said that. So, but what else are we doing that's new?
What's on the list? I forgot.
I've got we are starting out with first time ever our Ruth Stout method of gardening. We're trying that. All of our land was trees, so we've had to cut everything down, and we tried raised beds with the hugelkultur, and those actually take a while to get going. So we are doing the Ruth Stout this year, and with that, we are also going to try to ramp up on our fruits that we're doing, and we actually just bought a bunch of stuff. We went to Tractor Supply, and somebody was like putting stuff in my buggy, and he was just putting stuff in my buggy. Anyway.
Oh, for our shopping trip yesterday?
Yeah.
I was reading. I wasn't even sure what you were talking about.
I can't take him anywhere. But we actually have some blackberries, but we bought some more. And speaking of blackberries, on that YouTubers that are really good at certain things, Farm Alarm they're in here as well. They're like, they got more blackberries than we got. They got more blackberries than we got oak trees.
Is it six rows, 50 foot long? Is that, or 8? I can't remember, y'all.
She's saying, "Woohoo, blackberries!"
They have a lot of blackberries. They're also they're on the same page as us with trying to convert carports. They're a step ahead though.
Right.
But 5 80-foot rows. That's right.
That's a lot.
Yes. So we got these non-GMO things at Tractor Supply. Some blueberries, the jelly bean type. I don't know if you can see that. You can't see that. Anyway, the box makes it look like it may be organic, but it doesn't say that anywhere. They are non-GMO. Anyway, we got a couple of those.
And then we got these
grapes.
Well, I don't know what color they are, but we got some grapes as well. We have had grapes before, but
and we've got some. We just want to put them all together.
Right.
Yeah.
And then I love rose bushes, so just for fun, I threw in a rose bush there, and after I got it, it was an Oklahoma rose bush. So I'm like, Oklahoma, they're like stalking me because Bill from Stony Creek.
Yeah, shout out to Stony Creek. And speaking of his channel, he's the Kiko Goat Master.
Yes.
He is also the one that sold us the incubator we got, if you haven't seen that video. And he is also the king of quail. So hit that guy up if you want to learn about the quail as well.
He said, "Nice mug."
Yeah. What did I miss? Tim and Amy's homestead. We're hoping. Please. We're hoping to get chickens this year. That is a
gateway truck. Okay. I highly recommend starting out with chickens. I really do, especially if you're getting into homesteading. I always recommend chickens. To me, they are the easiest to start with. They're the easiest to get into. Usually not as much goes wrong with them. So look, everybody's giving it stuff to do, but I highly recommend going chickens first. But when you go into chickens, know that they are a gateway drug, and that once you get your chickens, you are fixing to go wide open into this, because that's what we did. We started out with like 30 chickens. Here we are, living the dream.
Yeah.
Now we got more animals than anything.
Yeah, we're starting to look like we're stalking you up here.
Yeah. No, I'm like the biggest YouTube stalker in the whole wide world.
Almost came home with more chicks. Yeah, it's easy to do, Kara. So I wouldn't blame you a bit.
But yeah, speaking of chickens, this is the for 2019. This is the first time in 11 years we got our first chickens. 10 years ago. Yeah,
Keelan was 9.
Right. Oh, so 8 years ago.
Something like that.
Okay, so this is the first time going into any year in 8 years that we don't have strictly laying hens. We sold off our last few laying hens the end of 2018, and now all we have left are what we call our show birds. Naturally, they'll still lay eggs and they'll still, do whatever. But like our light Brahmas and our Jersey Giants are dual purpose. Mm-hmm. They will lay eggs, and we do collect their eggs. They are just not like, what do you call it, prolific egg layers. Right. So this is the first year coming in. We have not, just had a yard full of strictly egg layers. So we have the Brahmas, the Jersey Giants, the Andalusians, and then little bit here, closer to springtime, we are going to get sultans. So that's what we're getting into now, is really the show birds.
Chicken math, yeah.
Yeah, chicken math is brutal to everybody.
Yeah, Kara, that's actually pretty good. Still have 10 chicks. We usually lose 1 or 2.
Right, we do too.
Got some prepping to do before I start the gateway drug addiction, but researching that, and goats. Yes, goats are the other. Goats are the other. It's like step 2.
Right.
In addiction.
And I love goats. They're actually my favorite. And that's actually one of the new things 2019. This will be the first year we have actually had to deal with bucks on our place. We have been going out, last week, because our does are about to kid. And once our does start kidding, we have to pull the bucks out. So this will be the first year we have had to deal with bucks on our property. We have always borrowed bucks for our needs.
Right.
So this year, though, because our daughters are showing, so this is the first year that we have to deal with bucks on our place, and they are stinky and.
Yeah, they really do. Those are just like
yes, they are.
Yeah.
I love them. So our best we can tell is our goats should start kidding the middle of March to the first part of April. Our oldest daughter thinks she's a goat whisperer, and she keeps going out there and rubbing on them and stuff. And she is pretty sure that we're getting there.
Yeah, and they're all first-time moms too. So,
right.
You know, one, which I mean, Bill there at Stony Creek, he can tell you better than we can because we've only dealt with it a couple times. But no, this is our first time having first-time moms. So. If we get one per goat, then I think that's typical for first time moms of 2 and or whatever. I mean, like I said, Stony Creek, Bill can tell you more
right.
about that.
He had, oh my gosh, I lost count of how many Kikos he just dropped. I think he's done now though, but he has had a massive amount of babies. Yes, Jay at Almost Homestead, they are. That's all they do is poop, the quail. It's like they never stop.
Right.
But they're just... Bleh.
Yeah, I don't blame you, 1870s, for just renting a buck. Like I said, this is our first time, and we're having to build a whole new area for them to separate them once the kids are born and all that. So it's almost like having another animal.
Right, because you have to separate them. So this is the first time that we've ever had to deal with bucks. We've always just borrowed. We take our girls. We usually take our girls to the boys and leave them in there for about a month. That way we are sure to get the cycle. So also, what else have we started new going into 2019? Those pesky
yes,
things.
Our eldest daughter has gotten, this is her mealworms. They've all turned into beetles at this point. But mealworms, this is her endeavor. She purchased everything herself. She bought all the containers and everything. This is 100% her adventure. She wants to start selling and dealing mealworms, I guess.
Speaking of that gateway drug on the chickens, this is the reason she got all these mealworms.
Not that bad.
Is because
I can't see that.
Do y'all see them moving around and falling? See all that black under there? That's the beetles.
So they've already gone through their stages, and they're all beetles now. I am totally behind, I think.
Well, you're supposed to be reading and I'm talking.
I had to carry 110 pounds. Upstairs the other day, my husband. That's true. Wrestling goats is about like wrestling a 110-pound dog. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, our goats are full size. A lot of people have your Nigerian dwarfs and your pygmies, and we did have those, but we have gone straight full size. We've got Sonnens, and then we've got 2 that are a Nubian La Mancha mix. So, but we like the big ones, and it is what it is. They're all special in their own way, and they all have different perks. But if you're definitely in a small area, small homestead, you definitely would probably want to go with the smaller goats. But we've got plenty of room, and we fence ours off out into the woods. So,
yeah, Jeff at Bobblehead, I think goats would fit good at your place.
Yes.
You've got all that area you're trying to clear out and everything, and I tell you what, they would go good with what you've got. By the way, we're only probably an hour and a half from his place, and we need to meet up sometime. We need to get together sometime and
get you some goats.
Yeah, get you some goats and stuff. So
Yeah.
Bill had 45. He had 45 kids born this spring.
Oh my gosh.
Golly.
And that's 45 Kikos.
Right, Kiko goats.
Yes.
1870 says make compost tea with that quail poo for your
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt, there's plenty of it to be had too. 78 quail are putting out a lot of poo. Those goat videos are awesome. Yes,
chickens. Amy at Amy's Homestead. I think that most places require you to buy them 6 at a time. If you're going to do I wouldn't do straight run coming out. Go to one of your farm places, or if you find chickens, you can find chickens online. I know we have a Facebook page just here for Arkansas for just chickens, so you may have one of those, and they will sell adult laying hens. You'll have to pay more for them, but if you're going to just go to the feed store or Tractor Supply or something like that, I personally would go ahead and get pullets, straight pullets. They're usually about $3 a piece since they're already sexed. But I wouldn't go straight run. Anytime I have ever gone straight run, I end up with more cockerels than pullets anyway. Okay, they have a friend. So I would say if it's a small place, you could probably do fine with 6. We've never gone as few as 6. We were on about an acre whenever we first started. So we started with 30. Yeah, big number. But we have about 50 now.
I've lost track. We have so many birds. We're starting to look like White House on the Hill with all the different things going on there.
Stivers Homestead is here. Hey.
Hey, Stivers. I need to catch up here.
All right, he's going to catch up. But, Amy, that's what I would suggest. If it's just small for you, I would go anywhere from 6 to 10 chickens starting out while you get used to them, especially if you got a predator issue and stuff. 6 is usually a good number.
That's true. Farm Alarm and Jeff fences don't always work. Jeff, we put our goats on electric fence, 4 strands of electric fence. We've got right now about 1.5 acres that is fenced in on a 50-mile charger, and it has brought our horses to their knees. It's really strong. So whatever you get, invest the money in your charger. As a matter of fact, that's exactly what Joel Salatin said when we were in his class was don't spend your money on permanent fencing for at least 3 years.
And if you don't move something in 3 years, then put up a permanent fence. That is one thing that was said.
Right.
And but goats, with what we've got going on, we hotwire all of ours. The babies, we keep the babies behind cattle panels until they're probably about 12 weeks old. That's usually about the time they're weaned. Once they hit about 12 weeks old, we put them straight to the hot wire, and they do good. All of our goats have hit the hot wire maybe once or twice, and they're done. But we also get the fiberglass poles that you can just pick up and pull out and fence your entire area in, and it's great. And that's for bobblehead, right?
Right. His
area is wooded like ours is. I'm telling you, whenever they come in and you turn goats loose on it, we started out with 3 goats on 1.5 acres of woods. They will practically demolish the undergrowth and everything. It is absolutely crazy what they can do. So, but yeah, goats, love them, especially if you live really wooded. Then that's great. Goats, I would highly recommend for that.
There we go. Now I'll get my mouse working here. Now I can catch up. I was having more technical issues here. Okay. Let's see. 1870, 2020. But, so far, I think we're hopefully going to be very happy with the quail. We hope that that's going to be a big thing. Boy, we are way behind here. That's not bad. We started with 6 and 2 turned out to be roosters. Yep, that's
a big. Whenever we buy straight run, we usually have half or more that end up being cockerels.
So we can move there. Okay, yeah, Tim and Amy, with your chickens, if you have a chicken tractor, I don't know if you've seen any of our videos on it, but I've gone through a couple of times where I show you how we did our we put our chicken tractor out in our pasture, and the insane amount of difference that it does for your pasture grass. If you can put your chickens in a tractor or some sort like that, putting them on pasture, not only is it more healthy for them, but it will do wonders for your pasture.
Right. Farm alarm. If the water gets through the fence, so will the goats.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
The only thing that we have found that we can hold goats with is hot wire. We've had some that'll climb them, and if there's even a little bitty hole, they're going through. It's just the way they are.
And the bad thing about electric fence when it comes to goats is, and we've experienced it twice, if they get their head through the electric fence without getting shocked, and they get shocked behind the ears on the back side of the head, they will always go forward. So, if that makes sense. So I mean, if they get shocked on their nose, they're going to turn around and go back. But if they get hit from the ears back or on the back of their head, they always go forward, which always tangles them up, and they go right through the fence, and that's not a good thing to learn. But anyway, that's just a little side note of information for you.
Yeah, they're all using Premier One fencing.
Right.
We have that for our chickens. We use it for chickens, but we don't hold our goats behind it. Our goats, for whatever reason, are hard-headed, and they just, I guess the charger on our Premier fencing wasn't hot enough. So we bought a big charger and put them on a different fence, and that holds them.
Right.
They don't even get up close to it.
Did we give all of our shout outs here? We've got our Almost Homestead calendar back behind us.
We've got our...
Move your head. Oh, it's back. Not like that. You just had to move to the side. But anyway, Jay is on our refrigerator here. We got a Stony Creek mug here. We got GDP. GDP hasn't shown up today, but we try to show our support for all these other channels. And as merchandise becomes available with all these other channels, we intend to fully get that. I noticed Farm Alarm always has a Farm Alarm hat on, and I haven't even. Do y'all have your stuff for sale? I don't know if your stuff is for sale or not, but anyway, we got to check out some Farm Alarm and some other people's stuff.
Right. Yeah, we got to get busy.
Yeah.
You're the buyer, not me.
Well, and once again, we're terrible YouTubers because not only have we not been recording, we've just, I really thought and as a matter of fact, Bill sent us the coffee cup and greatly appreciate that, but he sent it to us, so I sent him a message. I'm like, we're going to get a video out this week, and thank you. And we didn't. We have not recorded, and we've been doing so much, but not recorded a single thing. So anyway, we're getting behind. We haven't watched. We haven't commented on other people's channels. We've gotten way behind. Weather and everything we're playing catch up.
Right. No, we don't have any shirts for sale yet.
No, we make our own shirts.
And that's a slow process. And back to that whole slacking because we're terrible at this. But yeah, I guess the main thing with our videos and the reason we decided to do this is because it will not stop raining. We are literally at the end of our chicken coop build. We're putting up the walls. And it won't stop raining. We have to jump up, and it's like, oh, the rain stopped. Let's go cut boards. So we'll be out there for an hour cutting the boards and stacking them up, and then we have to run back in. Stiver says we need to do a Teespring.
The problem is, let me get one of our. Sorry for the squeaky chair. I'm going to go get one of our shirts or several of our shirts and show you. We've looked at Bonfire and Teespring and all that, and we like the creativity that we put into our shirts, and you can't do that with these other ones. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Yeah, bobblehead, that's not a bad idea. Our creeks, once you get back behind our house, we have a massive amount of creeks. The Arkansas River is on the north side of us, and then back behind us, we have nothing but creeks. Our creeks have literally flooded everything. I mean, we've got the culverts down on the road are probably 3 foot tall, and it's almost coming out of them. It just won't stop raining. We're getting a little break today, but the rain is supposed to come right back. So
I don't know if you can see this. See, you've seen them in our videos. We have our logo thing going down the sleeve here. We have this offset on the side. You know, it would be right there. This big logo right there. None of that you can do on Teespring or Bonfire or anything. You really have to have your typical kind of like this, you know, centered thing. We like this where it goes down the side instead of centered as well. You can't do that on Teespring. And this is the only shirt that we've created, one of our shirts that we could actually go through Teespring. It's just your typical logo there. And then we've got a ton of hashtags and whatnots on the back. These we could do through Teespring. And I think we keep talking about we just got to suck it up and
we're lazy
and go through the process and set our store up. And we just haven't. And we just like making our own.
We don't really like it. It's just cheap. But and we do have a vinyl cutter. If somebody would get, if somebody
we got that. Yeah, we've got another vinyl shirt. We do a couple of vinyl shirts as well, and I just haven't gotten around to doing all that stuff yet. Still playing catch. I know. Spring is knocking on our door, and I've got to get this chicken house done. And it's not done.
No.
And the kids will be born as goat kids should be born
middle of March, first part of April.
Yeah. And I don't have the goat barn built. And not to mention all this planting. We just started seeds yesterday. And we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. Anyway. The rain. I saw the word rain, and the rain has just been unreal. We can't get ahead. So
I mean, I guess we can't complain because everybody else is getting snow, so we've got to be thankful for that.
Yeah. I walked across the driveway the other day, and I heard this noise of pop, 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 and what it was
Tappan office here.
Oh, hey, all the way from Scotland. But yeah, there was air bubbles coming out of the ground where I stepped because the ground is so saturated. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, at this point, the sun will not shine. Even when it's not raining, the sun doesn't shine. So literally we are depending on the wind now to dry this place out some.
Right.
It is just awful. I mean, it's not snow, but everybody, we're from Arkansas. Bobblehead is from Arkansas. So we know the real struggles here. Not that everybody's doesn't have different weather things going on, but Arkansas, it just seems we go 80 one day and then it'll drop 50 degrees and put us down to, 30. And then the next day it'll be 40. And then at night it drops down to 20.
Right.
And it's just constant back and forth. So it's almost just hard to keep up with the weather itself, which it's just crazy. All right, Kenneth Lachlan.
Thank y'all for the comments on the shirts.
Yeah, we really like making those. That's kind of a relaxing thing for us. And the youngest daughter likes.
Man, sorry for this chair, y'all.
Well, you quit walking around.
I know, walling around like a walrus.
I'm sitting here and mine ain't squeaking because I ain't moved a muscle.
Ken Lachlan's from Lake Ozarks. That's pretty cool. Winters overseas. Welcome, King Early. Yes. Close to. Wow.
See, and he made fun of me because I planted 100 and something tomatoes. It was a lot.
No, you did 50 tomatoes and 50 peppers, and
and he was like, "That's too much," and I'm like, "We're bad gardeners. Everybody says if you plant twice as many as you're actually gonna need, you won't know when you kill them all."
Right.
So I don't get where he's going with all this, but I'm just gonna plant a whole bunch, and that way, whenever I kill everything, it won't matter. Huck's Metalworks.
Oh, okay. So
Tim and Amy. Oh, okay.
Okay, cool.
So we have Amy from Tim and Amy's Homestead, and then this is Tim from Huck's Metalworks.
Awesome.
And like I said, for the people that are coming in, a lot of the people that are in on this chat are homesteaders and YouTubers. So y'all see something y'all like, just go check them out. So most of them I guess all of them are our friends. We know them.
Yeah.
We feel like we know them because we watch them all the time, and you just form a bond whenever you're sitting around watching people's videos. You're like, I wonder what such and such is doing today. And So it's just like, yep, here we are, hanging out with our friends. I do that all the time. He's like, what are you doing? He texted me. I was at work the other day, and he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm just kicking it with Karen. And he said, what are you talking about? And I said, well, I'm watching this video, learn how to make sauerkraut. And he's like, okay. And he does it. We do that to each other all the time.
Yep.
Great to see. He goes, yeah, well, we had to go live because we're such homesteading slackers that we haven't put any videos out. We're blaming the rain, in case y'all haven't noticed this trend here. Everything that's gone wrong with us has been a direct result of the rain.
Yeah.
And that's our story, and we're sticking to it.
That's right. That's right.
Farm alarm. Her husband says she watches too much YouTube. I told Mike the same thing the other day. I'm like, I was getting ready to go to bed, and he's like, why are you going to bed? And I said, well, I got to go to work in the morning. I'm like, why don't you just hang out with your friends on YouTube? Why don't you just hang out with your friends on YouTube?
I go find a live channel and get to talking.
Yeah, you just go and find people to talk to and blame it. It is a song title, and y'all don't. I've been told I'm a terrible singer, so I'm not going to get cranked up and.
Yes, it is, Ramsey. There's too much YouTube.
Too much, yeah. But we love YouTube. You wouldn't believe how much you can learn by watching YouTube. I haven't found any single subject that I can't type into the search channel on YouTube and something pops up.
Something's going to pop up, that's for sure.
Amy lives on YouTube. Farm Alarm lives on YouTube. Mike lives on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Everybody's just all over YouTube.
Right. Right.
So, all right. Well, what you got going on now, dear?
Well, I don't know. We got strange weather here in Scotland. I bet you do.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching some of your videos and noticed that y'all had some crazy stuff going on.
Scotland's trying to compete with Arkansas about crazy weather. I don't know, because we're fixing to come into nader season right after we get off this.
Right.
Kira, yeah, she's made so many friends being on YouTube. I know it's that's what I like about YouTube. I really do like about YouTube, because after you start subscribing to people and you start watching their videos, and then you start referring to them by name, and it's almost like you know them. I guess whenever you give people a little piece of your soul, you feel like you do know them.
Right. It stops being Stony Creek Heritage Farm and
then it's Bill.
It's Bill. And now like we were talking about all this with Daddy Curbs. Well, now we say Blake. If I say Blake, she knows who I'm talking about. And we have, we'll say Kira or whoever, and because we've kind of gotten like, I guess, close to y'all. We talk to you online, and some of y'all we meet in person, and so now it's pretty cool to go from a channel name to a person's name when we refer to somebody else. So that's pretty neat.
And that's what, even whenever I'm reading off the comments, I'm wanting to say, oh, well, Bill says, but that doesn't work because nobody else knows it's Bill, I guess. It's better be first name. Yep. He says, Bill, yeah, well, we met in person, so it better be a first name. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is. We all, at some point, have to come, together. We watch Green Dream, and they're Jim and Jessica, and then we watch Almost Homestead. They're Jay and Jen, and I always get to giggling because I'm like, well, what happens if we meet all these in person, in people? Then it'll be Jim, Jess, Jessie, Mike, meet Almost Homestead. Jay, Jen, Jessie, Mike.
No, Kim, we didn't. We got rain. It stopped around noon, but no snow for us. Have we gotten snow this year?
I don't think so. It hasn't snowed at all here. It got really cold back in November of 2018, back when the dinosaurs were roaming. It got really cold, and it almost snowed. Yeah. And then it didn't.
Yeah, we haven't had any snow. I want to say we had snow once, but I may be wrong. But anyway, yeah.
If we did, it didn't last more than 10 minutes.
Yeah, we usually get snow like once a
year. Any meetups.
Baker Creek, maybe.
We were thinking about going to Baker Creek. We were going to go to the meetup at VW with Roots and Refuge. VW Family Farm and Roots and Refuge are doing.
That's only and it's only like an hour from us.
Yeah,
we should totally be able to make it, but
we think it's gonna coincide with a speaking part that we're doing at another place. So the Shindig, Stivers calling it the Shindig. Yeah, we think that falls on the same weekend as a weekend we already have plans. We had talked about going, and we even went to the website to register to go, and then we were like, "Ooh, we better wait." Because we're waiting on the dates from the other place that we have. We told them we would go, and we know it's coming in April, so.
So we're going to try really hard to make it to Baker Creek, though. Really hoping we can make that. Shindig too close.
Right. They can't go to both because Baker Creek and the Roots and Refuge thing are right there together.
Yeah. My family lives up in northwest Arkansas.
Yep. Let's all go meet up in Scotland.
That's what I'm talking
about. Let's all go there.
That's
I think that would be great.
Yeah.
We're coming. Hope you got room for all of us.
That's right. That would be awesome. But yeah, I don't even remember the exact date on Baker Creek. As far as I know, there's not any.
I don't think we've got anything going on in May.
No big deal. But my family lives in northwest Arkansas, and I can't remember how far it is from that to Baker Creek, but we may just stay there.
The Shindig. Oh, he's talking about, is that?
That's Roots and Refuge.
Okay, that is that's the one we're talking about. We think that falls. The Shindig that Bobblehead is talking about here.
Yeah.
That's the one that VW Family Farm and Roots and Refuge are putting on together. And he's shamelessly plugging it here, which is fine.
Yeah.
They actually have.
Actually, Bobblehead, Jeff was the first person to. We put out like 1 or 2 videos, and Jeff found us like immediately and wrote on a comment and told us about it.
Right.
And then I contacted Jessica from Roots and Refuge, and.
Yeah, and then Deep South is in March.
Yeah, that's this Saturday.
Oh,
right.
Yeah. Come down to Mississippi. I bet I could stay with my brother, huh? He might welcome me.
Yeah, that's this weekend. That's a big one. There's a lot of people going to that.
Yeah. But I'm back here making coffee, but a lot of that too. We're fixing to start running into baby goats and stuff. But we're going to try, I think we're going to try to make the VW Roots and Refuge, right? We're going to try if we can.
Yeah, if we can, we'll try and make it. The other meetup, the big one of the year, of course, is Homesteaders of America. And that's another one we really want to make, but I don't know that we'll ever make it because it's, until our kids stop showing, that's show season for us, showing their chickens and goats and everything, going to all the fairs. So I don't know that we'll make it to the HOA either.
Yeah, because that's in October.
Oh, Stony Creek. Okay, cool. Bill's planning to go to Baker Creek, gathering, and all the others. Jeff, which gathering are you talking about? The Deep South? Bringing our school bus conversion to Baker Creek.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, are y'all still living in that? Have y'all started on your, I know you were going to do a carport conversion. Are y'all still in the schoolie? Are we tree?
Bonsai. So are you waiting to see if they're still in I think they are. I think I watched a video the other night and they're still in the bus or something. Maybe I saw it on Instagram. You know I'm crazy and I just make stuff up.
Yep, in the bus. No house yet. Okay. That's what I thought.
So, yeah. So did everybody hear all of those meetups in case they were keeping track? Baker Creek, Roots and Refuge, Deep South, and the Homesteaders of America.
Yeah, I guess there's going to be a big gap. Does anybody else know? Because after the Baker Creek in May, is there nothing between May and October for the HOA? I don't know of anything else. Definitely not. Oh, of course, the Hootenanny is happening.
Is that the Pratt's?
Pratt's Hootenanny.
Yeah.
Oh, Homesteading Life Conference. That's right. That's Doug and Stacy at Hannibal, right?
Yep, Doug and Stacy. And then the Hootenanny with the Pratts. When is that?
I just saw that.
I did too. It was on Instagram.
June 9th?
Maybe.
I don't remember. I'm part of the Facebook page and everything.
I am too, and I forgot. They just shared it.
Great apple.
July. She thinks it's in July. Washington, these things are popping up everywhere. Yeah,
they are popping up everywhere.
We noticed a rise in homesteading conferences and gatherings of sort down here in the South.
You know, and the funny thing is the amount of homesteading channels that are popping up. There are a ton. There are so many channels that, and I'm still finding channels that are, you know, 80, 100, and 150,000 subscribers that I've never even heard of. I'm really surprised. When we first started this, I didn't realize how many channels there already were, but since then, a ton have popped up, and I love that. I love that. Hey, Backyard Eden. I love that all these channels are popping up because it's bringing a voice to homesteading. Because not, you know, homesteading itself is a small niche, so it's something that's growing, and I love that. Right. Which ultimately means, I mean, more of these events are popping up, and I think that's really cool.
It's crazy how many homesteading channels there are when we're such a small community, but it's great. I love it, and like I said, every homesteader brings something different to the table.
That's exactly right.
Farm Alarm. Yep. That's what we learned from Daddy Curbs. Is everybody has a story.
Yeah, and you know, off camera when we were talking to him, he's as is, and that's something else. You know, sometimes you wonder if people are the same on and off camera. And Blake is very cool, and he's adamant about that story. You know,
everybody has a story, and every story counts.
That's right. And so
I want to see you naked again. I know didn't somebody do a naked farming video or something? No, or is that
I think he may be a troll.
No,
I don't know. His name's Ron.
Ron is a troll, ban him.
Oh, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that
I don't know how you ban. You probably can't. We probably have to do it on that computer.
Oh yeah.
Well, true. I guess if he wants to see us all naked, whatever.
I've got to get this stupid mouse.
Yeah, that's what he thinks it is. Yeah.
Sorry for the horrible view of me right now. I've got to get this mouse. I've got two laptops here, trying to do two entirely different things here.
You have to delete him on that one.
I'm getting that.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, keep talking about that.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
Talking about this guy. Just talking about all the homesteading communities that are coming up. It's really cool, and it makes me excited because, like I said, most of us.
Well, you know, the thing with that Stony Creek is we never dreamed we would need a moderator, but in the future, yeah, we'll call you before we go if you're available, and we'll do that. But that kind of tickled me. No, you've gone too far.
Okay.
But yeah. So we'll get a moderator next time so that people like Ron don't show up in here. But it is what it is. Hey, that's our first troll. We've never had one. I think everybody has had one but us. That's the first time it's ever happened to us.
Here, I saw where I had that option. We don't know how to go live.
We don't know. Okay. We don't know what we're doing.
There.
Bad homesteaders.
Yeah. All right, back to our roosters calling on Jimmy.
Are you serious?
No.
Hey, there's my mama.
No, you don't. Hey, Cheesy.
Yep. My mama on there is Barbara Harris. Everybody calls her Cheesy. Cheesy May. No, he's serious. His rooster's name is Ron Jeremy. That is fantastic. Well, I don't think your rooster's ever seen any of us. He may have been talking to you then. Quit going out there and getting naked for the rooster. That's rude.
So what else would... What?
I'm just sitting here thinking about his...
Yeah, where I'm seeing that wheat tree. Yeah, I'm trying to... I got too many screens. I feel like...
It's at the very last one.
There. How's that? Now we have some
Better take the computer away from the rooster. I think this is actually... That actually could go places if you create an account for your rooster. But you should probably teach him some computer manners or something. That's funny. We were actually talking last night. The kids were talking about naming some of our chickens.
Mm-hmm.
And she wanted to name one of them. No, what'd she want to name it? And we were like, you can't name chickens and stuff normal names.
Oh, yeah. But that's just one of my things. Now, I find it funny. Like, it depends on who it is. Like, Coghill. He names his peacock Scott, you know, just a normal person name for animals I think is ridiculous until I guess it depends on the person because we've always had, I don't know, weird names for all our animals and then you got a Scott. And I find that funny. But
right. He said he's sorry about his rooster getting on.
Yeah, the cat named Kevin. That cracks me up. I think it cracks me up when animals.
When you name them people names. Well,
yeah.
We got Spencer. We've got a cat named Spencer, and he is useless.
Yeah, that's true.
He names all of his chickens Becky.
Becky just fits chickens.
Actually, now one of
I remember that backyard. I remember. Yeah, you're right. You're right. His celebrity chef friend is Scott.
A Peacock.
Scott Peacock. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
We named our Winston. Yeah, I think what's his name? P. Allen Smith. He names his crazy names. All of his chickens. He's got Cluck Norris and Betty White. Yeah, bobblehead. I love your names. And
Coghill has Rod Stewart too. That Polish chicken Rod Stewart. That cracks me up.
See, I think it should be something about them. You know what I mean? That's like our daughters decided last night that they're going to name one of my Jersey Giants Shaq. And I'm like, okay, well, that's what we're going with. So we've got a huge Jersey Giant out there. He's the biggest of the bunch. And we're going to name him Shaq. So, and then we've got Stark and...
Yeah, yes, I like number 2. As a matter of fact, number 2...
from Bobblehead, it's the one that...
You're right. He's the one who gave us number 2 gave us the shout-out.
Right. Number 2 from Bobblehead.
Other than videos, once again, Jeff, you were our very first shout-out, and I don't know... I've sent you messages on Facebook and Instagram. I don't know if you've gotten those or not, but wanted to... formally, now you're here. Thank you for the shout out. You were the first channel to do that, and we appreciate that. It gave us a jump up.
Yeah, that the family friendly comments and stuff can shut a channel down. Yes, it can. But we've noticed that a lot of people are getting.
Yeah, people are getting hammered, especially. I don't know. YouTube is cracking down, and they need to in certain areas. We were actually just talking to our youngest daughter to see if she had seen any of this Momo thing, this Momo issue that's popped up, and all that, and
right,
how they allow that thing to keep resurfacing and all that. I have no idea, but anyway.
Yeah, Farm Alarm says they got hit. We were talking about that this morning too, that the troll that you had, and he said even before you could get the video posted good, you were getting
Farm
hit
Alarm,
with trolls. Yeah.
Every time you get a video, like as soon as you video post, you've got a thumbs down. Now I guess that's just that's just a crappy regular old troll. But then you've got your predators and stuff like that.
Thank you, Stivers. I agree.
Right.
But we have these conversations all the time, and we're about to start getting long-winded on this, y'all, because we could go on forever. But I find it hard to believe that they can go and find out if you've got kids in your video on your farm, you know, and all this stuff that they can do. Like what they did to Liz, they knew that she clicked on one of her own ads.
Yeah, Liz
and
Zora.
banned her. You know, but then we can't find a change in the algorithms on this Momo stuff. So
yeah, some of these channels that got hit, you know, like you said, Stivers. I mean, sometimes I wonder if homestead channels aren't kind of being picked on a little bit because not picked on, but you know. Homesteading channels are the first channels to A, show their being self-sufficient, and B, usually processing animals. And I hope that homesteading channels aren't getting singled out, but I sure do see a lot of, targeted.
Right.
See a lot of channels, you know, getting silly, like Liz Zorab, you know, that was a little mistake in her entire channel being demonetized. And Sapper Gardner. There's just been a lot of little silly things that have really just destroyed channels, and I hate that.
So, but yeah, everybody's kind of agreeing that we all, I guess we all agree, since we're all homesteaders here, that we get targeted pretty regularly by the man, I guess. I don't know, but. Anyway, should we probably start wrapping this up? We're over an hour in.
Oh, yeah, we need to feed the animals, that's for sure. It's
that
time of day.
Two wild onions. Hey, coming in. Were they not here earlier? I thought they were. Oh, okay.
Wheat Tree, an American homestead. They're the ones, I think they're the ones I just subscribed to. One of those channels that's big, and if it's the same one that's big, and I just discovered.
Yeah, it's sad. I don't know, because I think we're cool. All we are cool, right?
I think we're all cool.
Some of us cooler than others.
Yeah.
Like me compared to you.
Well, now here we go.
All right. Anyway, did not get notified you were live. Well, now. Look, that could be our fault too.
Right.
Our internet is hanky.
6 months, wow.
And we went and created one, and then turned around, and we couldn't even get in on our own live chat. So we had to close that one and come back in and make a new one. Luckily, some people found it again. But so that may have been our fault too, wild onions.
Right.
YouTube shut them down for 6 months. And so, but yeah, I think it's getting on to the little man. Considering there's not very many of us, because I know I've seen some of the YouTubes that
by Jay and Jen,
the kids watch, and they are like brutal, and nobody has shut them down yet.
Right.
So,
well, all right, y'all. I guess we need to. It's time for us to get on feeding these animals and everything. And
we really have kept y'all long enough. But
hopefully, we did this because we weren't able to put out a video, and I'm hoping to put out a video. You know how homesteading life is. Homesteading is the farm comes first, and then YouTube, but also the weather
playing a big role in it.
Seems to run your life. So hopefully we'll have a video out next week. We haven't even started recording on anything. If we do, but maybe we can get something going and have a video. Anyway,
she needs something productive to do besides hanging out with my YouTube friends.
Yeah,
I agree. But if you end up watching this later, or you're in here now, like I said, most of the comments that are streaming down the side are other YouTubers, other homesteaders.
You ought to go check them out.
Yeah, go check them out. Everybody is great at something different. I guess that's what makes us all cool. Yeah. Great is that everybody in here is good at something. And so if you're seeing it now, just check everybody out.
Anyway, I see everybody saying bye, and right back bye to everybody. And it was great catching up again, and we will see you on the next one.